In the world of Pokemon, you can be whatever you want. You can focus on your fishing, stick to breeding, and egg. You could even try your luck and be the champion of your whole region. But you can't be a gym leader. There's not a single mainline game where that's available. But what would you do if you took over your own gym? Welcome to the Gym Leader Simulator. You start off in front of this shadowy figure. It was about time you showed up. You haven't even started working here and you're already late. It's simple. I'm your boss. I'm also champion of Kanto, but that shouldn't worry you too much. Anyway, that's enough mumbling. Let's get down to business. As you may have not noticed, your application for an official gym leader has been accepted. You are now lucky enough to hold a position that many others can only dream of having. But don't get too ahead of yourself. Your rank can be removed at any point in time if you don't comply with the rules, that is. Now, if you wouldn't mind, please fill your name on this form. At the moment, we have two choices, Brock or Misty. Hopefully leaving our options soon. For right now, we're water type. My name is Misty. I'm done here. My assistant will now guide you through your new gym. Remember to follow the rules. This isn't high school. We spawn in to our new gym. It's a little messy. Oh, hey, boss. I'm glad you can make it. Oh, Mr. Champion didn't scare you. He may be tough from time to time, but deep down, I'm sure he has a pure heart. Anyway, I got carried away. Why don't I start by introducing myself? I'm Dirk, but people call me the best assistant of all time. And guess who I'll be assisting from now on? I already hate this guy. He takes me forward to my battle station. Stepping on is like telling me that you're ready for a challenger. It's my job to open the doors of the gym whenever I see you standing at this base. It's sitting to the side, and there's a market here. We can buy items from this guy, heal my Pokemon for free with this lady, and buy some decorations with him, but I need my money, and we move on. In the back room, there's a team waiting for me. Okay, so these rooms right here are where your Pokemon teams are kept. Each gym leader in Kanto owns a total of 6 Pokemon teams which you can use to battle challengers. As you progress through the rooms, you'll find out that each of these teams is slightly better than the previous one. However, there's one thing to know here. Since you're new, you cannot access your other 5 teams available for your rank. You must defeat at least 5 challengers with each Pokemon team before being able to use the next one. Meaning that you'll advance to Team B after beating 5 challengers in Team A, then you advance to Team C after fighting. Forget it. However, it's really not that easy to retire. You see, Mr. Champion doesn't like when his gym leaders lose too often. He says that badges aren't to be given to just anyone. Therefore, he finds out you lost a lot of your Pokemon battles, you will be fired. And by a lot, I mean 1. I'm just kidding. If you lose more than 5 times, you get fired. That's not a joke. After that, he leaves the room, leaving me and my team. I walk up to the sign, and Team A is mine. A Psyduck and a Staryu. Nothing in the trash. It's all over the place, it looks like. We get to our battle base, and we're ready to face our first challenger. And it's Bugcatcher Paris. We took it as first easily. His Weedle wasn't too hard, but his Beedrill was shaking it. With my speed being 30, I thought it would be a good idea to switch to Staryu. But I decided not to. My Todd has disabled and wanted to go for that. He got a big 4-hit Fury attack on me, with a crit in between. I disabled him and tried to drown him out, but he switched out to a Kakuna. He wasn't a problem, but with my health being this low, Patrick had to switch in. The star was a little speedy, and we were able to recover some, but he got a mega 5-hit Fury attack with 2 crits in between. And even though he was extremely low, Todd got hit twice. But it looked like he lived with 2 HP, even though it was a crit. But it wasn't. It was just a visual glitch. We only have 5 badges in total. Bugcatcher Paris received the Cascade badge. He confidently walks off, and I cry as I step down from my base. But I wipe the tears away and heal up and go for the next fight. It was Sailor Mike, who said to prepare to face me and my team of full restores. This is the worst fight I've ever encountered. It's all Mudkips. They don't do any attacks. We lower them down, but he just spams them up with heals. He did this for every single guy, at least twice. Needless to say, he did not get a badge. Still made me cry though. Reluctantly, we got our first win. There's a Team Rocket Grunt that came next. This guy should definitely get kicked out. Same with his biker who came after him. You're not allowed to ride that indoors. Not in my gym. He gets kicked out too. But buying items was expensive. The trainers are kind of cheap and don't give us any money. How am I going to buy decorations like this? We have no budget from the Gym Leader Association. And it wasn't too long before we got to our 5th fight. And it was another Bug Boy who had practically the same team. But this time it went differently. I played like a true gym leader, spamming recover every time I could. Confidently, I kicked him out and went to the back room. Hey, I'm Merc, Dirk's twin brother. Oh, I see you beating 5 challengers in Team A. He may advance to Team B now. Have fun. He clears the way, and we walk through. The same guys as before, but now we have a Chincho. Luckily, we didn't have any big type differences. And when we got our new team, there was a glitch in the game, giving us an extra Pokemon. Patrick lingering on from before. But I kind of liked it. It was good to have him in this fight with the last. Afterward, there's this gangster Michael who said, I'm gonna beat your butt off. He had a fighting type Hitmontop, but my confused Psyduck was more than perfect. We haven't had to fight too many people with big type differences. And we're just as lucky against this nerd who had a full team of unknowns. He said the same thing. His twin brother came right after. It's still really easy. And after him, youngster Charlie came to visit. Beating you might give my mom a reason to love me again. He's got someone to fight for. He's got this beefy Eevee, level 32. He bit me and I flinched, so I tried to do a move, but he flinched me again. I tried to heal, but it was too much damage, and he waddled away. I tried to confuse him with Lamp, but he has a mind of steel, and he basically one-shot Patrick, which was fine because he was fodder anyway. Wasn't that good though, because Lamp followed suit. Joestar put up a bit of a fight with his Bubble Beam, but Charlie simply had too much to fight for. We had to give the boy the Cascade badge. He's definitely showing that to his mom now. Unfortunately, another youngster came right behind him, and his mom probably hates him too, because he says he's a hacker, and the first Pokemon he threw in was a shiny Mew. Needless to say, I got wiped. I had to give out another badge. It's okay, I only need one more. I only have 2 badges in total now for the entire game. Luckily, Archaeologist Neil was no problem. A much needed free win, and we go on to Team C. Our Psyduck has evolved, and the same with Chincho. Now instead of Patrick, we got the Joestar filler, and that's fine. I just went to my first fight. My Lantern is a lot stronger, same with my Staryu. Our newfound beefiness scared this bug catcher away, but he came right back. Clearly didn't learn his lesson. The next fights weren't too bad. There's a Psychic with a single Starmie, and this Black Belt boy had a couple fighting types. Luckily we had the typing for it, and he actually gave us a good bit of money. Even though I kinda need the money for potions, I invest in the gym, clearing off the boxes and the cones. And now everything looks a little cleaner. And after this last fight, we upgraded to Team D. My Starmie's evolved, and I got this whoopie man here. He just looks so happy. How can you hate him? Except for the fact that he has no water moves. Same with my Starmie, by the way. Where did everything go? And on top of everything, my Psyduck got Omega nerfed as well, losing his Zen Headbutt. My only silver lining is that I got Signal Beam, a bug move. At least we got something new. With the first guy being a water and a psychic, it was kind of perfect. Until the mime slapped me back to reality. I had to switch to Dio, who I hope to confuse him down. I got him to red bar, and I'm half HP. But on his last move, he snapped out of confusion. But it was Dio who took him down. Of course we couldn't lose another badge. Someone pointed out in chat that I'm kind of like a battling prisoner. I'm not allowed to leave. I tried to, and the assistant didn't let me. But I'm living out my gym leader dreams, and with Team D, we're looking pretty good. There's this lady that came next, talking about science stuff. I know Chansey is notoriously high defense. We have no one with fighting moves, so make sure to soak her with your freeze. But as soon as I switch into my electric type, she ends herself. I don't like this lady. Unfortunately, she came right back. It was fine. I have more important fights. Like Blue coming into the gym, the protagonist himself, with the big man Blastoise. We brought him down to red bar, but unfortunately, he's a fellow heal spammer. We did it again, and he lived with 1 HP to take out my Dez. It did not make me happy, but Star finished the job. His Rhydon was the easy smack, but his Alakazam was too strong for my Freeze. Dio had to do it to him, and when it came time for Arcanine, you already know, it was too late. Blue was no issue. The Sailor had an interesting fact, but after that, we got to our next team, and now we've got a Lapras. I check out my team, and I lost Earthquake. Now he has no moves except for Muddy Water. The champion is making my team harder and harder, an unfortunate sight to see, but at least we still got Dio. My first fight was too hard, but afterwards his cop came through. He says, "Hey, View, I need your badge. It's for a case I'm investigating." I think he's lying, but he brought a Vileplume. Dio got 1 shot. Rob managed to infuse him, but he got 1 shot. Lantern couldn't live, and I really tried to sure Cole with Dez, but we just couldn't do it. There was just no chance. We had to give up our 4th badge. Now, we're not allowed to lose at all, or else we're fired. And of course, my next challenger was the main character of Johto, Gold. He was but a silly boy though, and brought Typhlosion to start. We took out Dio though, and I switched to Trent. And he missed his Hydro Pump. What are you doing, dude? He did take out Togetic and Sudowoodo though. Fell to the Sonichu though. Lapras had to deal with him. His last 2 were Politoed and Pichu, but they were no problem. No badge for you, child. After we fought this last, using a lame healing strat, brought a Blissey afterwards. Oh my god. A biker with a full team of EVs that John Sane quickly swept through. I'm very happy I'm keeping my bug move. And it didn't take too long before we got to our last fight. All 5 battles with Team D. Now with Team E, our last team before retirement. Only 5 battles remaining. And now we've got a Blastoise. Looks like when I add him to my team, he gets sent to my PC. I get prompted to add him to my party, but it still just doesn't work. It makes me sad. The game forces us to stick with double Starmie. But it wasn't all bad. This random tennis trainer had a Celebi. I don't know why that is, but we had French onion soup afterwards. There was a Team Rocket Grunt that really wasn't too much trouble. And another youngster with a full shiny Arcanine. Who are your parents? Where are these youngsters coming from? Go home. There is one last Team Rocket Grunt. And now we're 1 battle away from retirement. We won with each team 5 times, and this will make our final 5th Team E. It was Psychic Hannah. Hannah's my name, and Psychic types are my game. I mean, she proved herself right with Drake and the Start. He took out my Starmie and Quack. I switched to my Rob Lantern, but oh, would you look at that? We have no bug moves. For some reason, it was taken away. But it was fine. Alakazam was no problem. It was the Lugia right behind him that was an issue. We went through a torturous 20 minutes of this guy cycling through the same moves. He just spammed Safeguard, Recover, and Future Sight. There's also some Nature's Gift sprinkled in, but that didn't really do anything. We were in Pokemon Battle Purgatory, nearly losing all of my PP. And still, the Future Sight was pretty strong, and my guys were dropping all around me. We had to give him the same treatment, and just waited out his recover. Luckily, we have the 40-try Rapid Spin. Our final fight, Psychic Hannah was defeated. We make our way all the way to the ending room. I see you've beaten at least 5 challengers using Team F. You may proceed to the retirement room now. But remember, once you step inside, you will officially become a retired gym leader of Pewter City. I think it's a mistake. We just walk in. And we finally have done it! Our own Cerulean City Sanctuary. Cerulean City Retirement Room. A room only accessible to retired gym leaders of Cerulean City. Although he's my boss, I think it's time to rise our ranks to the Elite 4 and next to Champion. But for right now, that's it. Pokemon Gym Leader Simulator.